Hey guys, my name is Frank. I'm gonna do a quick video, a quick comparison on the Galaxy Fold first gen and the new Galaxy Fold C 5G. Let me start by saying this phone, the first generation, when it first came out, it got a really bad rap because obviously of the initial problems that it had and stuff like that. When they released the revised version a couple of months after that, they fixed a couple of things, I bought the phone, and it was $2,000 back then. The phone, I've had the phone for almost a year. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Nothing wrong with the phone. Just to let you guys know, I work, I have my own business where I customize polymer pistols, and part of the customization process is sanding the original texture of the polymer grip. I can tell you that that produces a lot of dust, and I've never ever had an issue with dust on this phone. Now, they probably tell you about dust because they don't want you going to the beach and setting this on the sand. So in that case, it would be definitely a more delicate phone than what we're used to nowadays. But the phone is not a delicate phone whatsoever. You can treat it like a normal phone. Nothing's gonna happen. If you drop it, you're out of gas. If it goes in the water, you're out of gas. Again, it doesn't have the standards of a newer generation phone, but a phone of a couple of years ago. By the way, I'm filming this with my iPhone. I use both operating systems. For my personal work, which is I'm a police officer, I usually use the iPhone because it's iMessage is very convenient for you to transfer data. However, for my personal business, I prefer definitely this right here. Not necessarily Android operating system, but the Samsung phones. I can have 3 windows open at once on the same screen, which is very convenient for me when I'm, doing quotes and stuff like that. I can pull up the calculator at the same time and calculate everything. I can write an email or refer to an email as I'm writing the quote. It's very convenient for business. So that being said, I'm just gonna do a quick comparison so you guys get an idea of where the differences are, and before I send this one back. Now, this phone right here, when it first came out, I was super pleased with the phone. Let me get the light out of here. Let me see. So I was super pleased with the phone. Very convenient. And the one thing that annoyed the hell out of me out of this phone was the little screen on the front. I was forever getting give me a second. I was forever getting typos. Like if you were to go type something, let me see. If you were to go type something, I can't really show you. Give me a second. Let me put up notes. So let's say I was gonna write a note. It's very easy for you to make mistakes with this little keyboard because the screen is very small. It was a usable screen, but it was very small. And on top of that, it just looks absolutely ridiculous. It makes the phone look like garbage, and it makes the phone look outdated. So when I had the phone in its closed form, I always felt like I was using an older style phone. I don't know how to explain it, but anyways, this part over here, the hinge, was very flimsy. Like it doesn't, you know, if you flip it open, it stays open. But if you wanted to set it up like this, like a laptop, it won't let you do that. So the hinge was basically, it would snap into place and it would stay in place. Didn't really feel that smooth. But other than that, the phone was absolutely awesome. Didn't really like this right here. And the biggest complaint that I had with this design is that when you're using it like this as a phone, it is so tall that you usually hold it like this, and as you can see, you block the mic by holding it like this. So, you know, I used to get a lot of complaints, I can't hear you, whatever. So that would get annoying after a while. But anyways, with this one, this phone is a totally different story. This phone, from the time you get it out of the box, it just makes, and remember, I am filming this with my iPhone, which I like my iPhone very much, but this phone right here makes everything else out on the market feel obsolete. It just makes it feel completely outdated. The hinge on this is super smooth. It's, you know, you can keep it like this. It goes into landscape mode. You can scroll YouTube or whatever, and it'll give you the keyboard here, messages here, or comments here on YouTube, and the video here. Very, very convenient. And then obviously the screen in the front, absolutely phenomenal. Let me see. The screen in the front now looks phenomenal. It's a full-size screen, okay? And if you go to type give me a second. If you go to type a note, okay, these are my files. Let me see. It's very hard to do this with the okay, but now basically what you get here is more of a full-size keyboard. If you look at the older style keyboard, it was super small and super uncomfortable. I'll show you right now. You see how compact that keyboard is compared to this? You have a lot more real estate, so now you can type easily without having any issues. I have regular size hands and it's not an issue. But anyways, the new screen up front, just gorgeous. The hinge compared to this round looking hinge, this is more squarish. So excuse the camera hump. The phone is a little bit taller. It's a little bit, tiny bit thicker, but the gap here is smaller than the gap here. This looked like garbage. But again, the phone was absolutely phenomenal. No complaints about this phone other than the outer screen. Now, when you compare, obviously it has a better camera. Sorry for the fingerprints. It's that these phones are really bad with fingerprints. But when you open this phone right here, this screen, now that feels like a tablet. It doesn't feel like a slightly larger screen. Like if you compare sizes, it's a huge difference between sizes. There's barely a bezel here. It has a punch hole camera on the top right, and this one has the two sensors, camera sensors there, and it's still a smaller screen. When you're using these phones, just so you guys know, that crease completely goes away. So the crease completely goes away. But I'm telling you guys, for those of you that want to purchase these phones, but you're a little bit worried about, you know, their reliability or how delicate they are, as long as you don't drop them, as long as you don't put them in water, you're good. When I go take a shower, you know, I take very hot showers. When I take a shower, I take my phone with me. Never had an issue of moisture getting in there, nothing. But anyways, basically, if you want to pull the trigger on this, don't hesitate. It's a phenomenal phone, and I'm telling you, once you use this phone, you will not want to use anything else. Like anything other than this, to me, feels absolutely outdated. Okay, and this is just a regular. I'm just a regular guy. Well, the only reason why I bought this phone, number one, is because it's a company phone, so it's tax deductible for my corporation, and that's why I use it for business. Because otherwise, I would have never spent $2,000 on a phone. But the day Samsung decides to put this at around $1,500, this is a phenomenal deal, man. Phenomenal phone. And the day they decide to integrate a pen, it's game over. So anyways, and obviously, you know, 3 years from now, when Apple decides to come out with this form factor, then there'll be the changers of technology in the industry, and everybody will absolutely fall in love with the form factor, and all thanks to Apple. In my opinion, you know, Samsung creates phenomenal products. It would be awesome if Samsung would use their head and start pricing their devices to compete with Apple. Even though you're producing a much better device, people out there that are normally used to using Apple are not even going to give it a chance, because they're sky high when it comes to their prices. The camera on the S20 and the camera on the Note Ultra make the camera on the iPhone, especially with the zoom, look like absolute garbage. And I know there's comparisons online and stuff like that, but if you ever have a chance to take a picture of the moon with a Note, with the new Note using the 50 times zoom, you'll understand what I'm talking about. You can actually see the everything, the texturing, everything on the moon with that phone, using your hand, not even using a tripod. It's absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, I don't have that camera on this device, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm just telling you guys, phenomenal product. Recommend it to anybody that has that amount of money. I mean, if you finance it, it's gonna be like $60 a month. And then at the end of the year, if you pay like an additional $5, at the end of the year, you trade it up and you get the new one. And that's that, which is what I'm doing with this one. This one goes back, and I'm staying with this one. But again, guys, just so you can get a size, that's the size difference. And in addition to the size difference on the screen, you gotta take off, you know, these humongous bezels. So the new one is a lot bigger. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions that you want me to answer regarding this device, please feel free to reach out to me. I'm gonna start posting a couple more videos regarding tech and Jeep stuff on my channel. And if you guys are interested in guns, then go to my other channel, which is Frank Castle Customs. That's my company, and basically I modify polymer pistols. So if you guys are interested in that type of video, go to my channel. I have over 100 videos of guns that I've customized for clients, and yeah, I take care of law enforcement and military. So if you guys are into that, feel free to reach out to me on that channel, not this channel. Okay, this is just gonna be technology and Jeep stuff. So yeah, hope you guys liked the video, and if you want, just leave a comment. Thanks.